The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. Ron here at Ablesys. I'll be glad to help in every way. So let's jump in and take a look at the charts. Got a lot to do here. We're going to look at a daily, weekly, as I always like to start off with some stock charts. So we'll take a look at a daily, weekly, and this chart was on, this stock was on WinTick yesterday, the WinTick list. After the market closed, got a new list today, every day, a couple hours, about this time after the market closes. And again, it's real simple. We're just looking for the colors and the dots and the arrows to be in the same direction. See how you have blue dots here going up? I mean, that means we're in an uptrend. Now we've got red dots, and there's a change right there. We go from red to blue, and you got the big blue dot on the blue bar. When you get a change in direction, you get the big dot in the middle of the bar. So your big blue dot is a new buy signal. Now, it's not a trade until the weekly chart agrees. You have to have both time frames. That's what makes Ablesys so special and different, and why it works so well. Because and we have to have double time frame. You got to have daily and weekly agreement. Otherwise, it's no trade. Like right here, this is just one big giant no trade zone. Red bars, red dots, but blue arrows pointing up. What do I do? Well, red and blue are opposites in Ablesys. That's like a tug of war going on. One time frame is pulling one way. One time frame is saying it's going to go the other way. You do nothing. We call that a no trade zone. And the no trade zones are fantastic. They keep us out of trouble. When everybody else, 98% of the traders are getting killed, non-Ablesys traders are getting beat up and chopped. Our software can help us to recognize a choppy market when there's blue and red on the chart at the same time. That's simple. Keep it simple. When there's blue dots and red bars and red dots and blue arrows and red arrows, stay away. If too many, when there's lots of colors on the chart, stay away. That means it's going to be choppy. That's a terrible time to trade. And we only want low risk trades. And that would be high risk. Obviously, that's not for us. We're only interested in the lowest risk trades. So we got a new buy signal came in yesterday on the WinTick report. If you have a trial, you have access to it. If not, you can always purchase it. And it scans 10,000 stocks, looks for all the new buy signals that came into the market. So the open of today, because this list doesn't come out till after the market closes. So the open today, being they have a blue bar, that's a buy signal. Blue dot, that's a daily buy signal. Blue arrows, oh, they've been here for months now. That's a buy signal. The weekly buy signal is the arrow. The daily buy signal is the dot. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. We buy it right there. At the open today at 78. Hey, picked up $2.50 already. Good start. This is excellent for option trades. Excellent for option traders. Okay, now this is more for a longer term trade. You'll be in this trade for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, like this big, beautiful uptrend here that kept us in the trade for a couple of months. That was a big winning trade right there. Okay, now we're going to drill down. If you like, you say, well, that's a little longer than I'd like to stay in. I'm more of a swing trader, a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks if the trend is still in place. Okay, great. Now we use the 130-minute daily chart. This is exactly what we use. If you had the software a month ago, you would have picked up on this big buy signal. This is SPY. We all have money in retirement accounts, and everybody wants to know which way the market's going. We picked up this big, huge buy signal here and stayed in it until the prices went under the blue dots, and we put the stop at the second lower row of small blue dots. Second lower row of small blue dots, which we'd have been stopped out here for just a couple of hours because this is a 2-hour chart. And then right back in again 1 hour later, right there. There's a blue bar, blue dot, blue arrow. We're right back in again. We picked up a huge move here. Between the black lines is a day. So, that's about 10 trading days. So that's about 2 weeks right there. Very nice winning signal there. Then we went short or bought puts if you're an option trader. As you can see, the software is telling us we're in a downtrend. Red arrows, red dots, red and green bars. Downtrend, just follow the dots. I keep saying it, but that's the most important thing on the chart, the small dots. They give us the direction, down, down. Look, hits the red dots, bounces off and it goes lower. Hits it 3 or 4 or 5 times, bounces off, it goes lower. Hits it twice here, bounces off and go lower. It's unbelievable how accurate the dots are. The red dots are resistance. They stop the prices from going higher. The blue dots are support. If you didn't get into the beginning of the trend, you get in when it hits the dots. Then up it goes, hits the dot. Another winner on the way up. The dots are support. They block or stop the prices from going lower. So let's use this. Let's use these algorithms to our advantage. Right now, he's like, okay, what's happening? Yesterday, we had a buy signal on the 2-hour chart. Daily says, not yet. We got arrows. We got resistance there. We got red and blue on the chart. I just explained, if you have red and blue on the chart at the same time, no trade. So if you're not in it, we just stay out of it right now. This is a no trade zone. What's it telling us? Well, yesterday, the software told us the market's going to be choppy yesterday and today. That's exactly what's happening. It's just going sideways. Very choppy sideways day. Well, the 130-minute, the Able trend chart told us that yesterday on the 130 daily chart on SPY. So we had the heads up already a day before it even happened. Pretty cool stuff. That's why it's so well liked. Now, if you're going to be a scalp trader, today was a very good day on NQ. Very, very good day. Now, it was up and down. It was a really choppy day today. But using our scalp chart, great day. And I'm going to go over the trades right now. Now, there was some losing trades today, actually quite a few, but there were so many winning trades that obviously it did well. My friend Ali's in the room, and he said, great day indeed. In fact, Ali said he made 2,800 today. Great job, Ali. I'm so glad to hear that. Yes, sir. Well done, my friend. And all Ali does is just follow the signals. Doesn't do anything different, just like a robot. He's very disciplined. He's doing an excellent job. The only thing, Ali, like we discussed, I'm going to talk about the stops, because I want you to just tighten up those stops a little bit more than where you were placing them. So cool stuff, boy. Michael, the daily symbol, it depends what data feed you're using. If you use an e-signal like we do, it's NQ space pound F as in futures. That's the long-term signal. Infinity, you have to check with them. I believe it's the same symbol, but you'd have to check with them because that's a different data source than what I use. So let's take a look at the futures market today. The NQ, being that it was such a good, a good day, using Able Trend scalp chart today. But there was some rocky periods. So as I always say, it's going to be, it's going to definitely, rattle you sometimes. I mean, that's the trading business. If it was easy, the whole world would just be sitting in front of a computer trading. It's not easy. I'm the first to throw that out there. It can be stressful. It's difficult. You got to take, you got to take some losses. You got to take some punches along the way. I mean, that's the trading world. It's not for everybody. But if that's what you want to do, you can't even. Nothing even comes close to Able Trend. And you be the judge of that. Doesn't count what I say. Only counts what you think. That's why we have a 30-day trial. That's why we've also got 25,000 clients who purchased Able Trend during their 1-month trial before it ended. They liked it that much. Not 2,500, 25,000. But you be the judge of that. That's why we have a trial. Only counts what you think. Okay, so going back to today, and there was a couple of rocky periods here today. I mean, we had to actually take a bunch of losses in a row, which is unusual. I mean, we've had 29 out of, we're 29 for 30 as far as winning days, 29 and 1 winning days in the last 30 trading days. But today was a little risky there in a couple spots. But we, hanging in there, man, we finished up great. So the way we trade the scalp chart is, and it's so simple, it's almost too easy. Anytime you hit the blue arrow, which is of course support, I explained that before when we started. Anytime you hit the blue arrow, this is a very strong wall of support, meaning it's going to block the price from going lower. Prices often hit that, bounce off of it, and go up. The same way it hits the red dots or the red arrows, they bounce off it and it goes down. That's why the arrows, that's why red is for sell, blue is for buy in Able Trend. See, went right up to the red dot here, bounced off it, went down. So the purpose of it is when the prices come back down and hit the blue dot and close above the blue dot, not under it, like right there, no trade. Here it hits the arrow, closes above it right there, a little line that sticks out to the right is the close. So as soon as it hits the arrow, okay, now I'm on alert. Now I got my finger on the mouse. If it closes above the arrow, it's a trade. Now this is just for scalping. This is not for trend trading. This is for in and out in 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes at the most. So we're just looking for 5 points. Even though this trade over here gave us 30 points, which is $600. This is $20 per point. That's a $600 winner. Abletrend gave everybody in 2 minutes. I'm only going to count $100. I'm only going to count 5 points. You mean you could have made 600, but you're only counting 100? Yeah, I don't exaggerate. This is about real life trading. It's not about fake stuff. This is the real deal here. And we're very serious about our trading. So I certainly hope you are too. We take it very serious. We live and breathe and die over this stuff 24 hours a day. So once the price hits the blue, at least I do, once the price hits the blue arrow and closes above it, like right there, we immediately hit the market buy button, the buy market button, because it's blue. Hit the blue support. Blue is up. Can't make it easier than a blue arrow pointing up. That's about as simple as you could get. 30 seconds later, you hit your 5 points, $100. Now, if you happen to be not in it, or you got out quick enough, and you want to, there's another signal. Now, sometimes, you got to be patient. You got to wait 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes for a signal. Sometimes they come rapid fire. Nobody, we certainly can't, nor can anyone else in the world control the market action. Nobody can control it if it's choppy. Nobody can control it if it's moving fast or slow. Not a person in the world. All we can do is react and use the Abletrend algorithms to our advantage. And we've got it down pat. Big time, too. There's your buy signal, hits the blue dot, closes above it. 10 seconds later, you got your 5 points. It's another $100. Well, it went up 30 points. Oh, great. Stay in it longer if you like. If you trade multiple lots, we take one off instantly, put a bracket order, so this way we don't have to do anything. It just automatically comes off after 5 points. Boom, $100. Every time you have 5 points, you have $100. You can bang out $100. We've been banging out day after day, except for one day we had a losing day, day after day for 30 days in a row. Again, doesn't count what I say, you do it. Look at the charts. The charts never, ever change once the bar closes. Never. That'd be fraud. That's cheating. I'm not here to fool anybody. I wouldn't want that done to me. Once the bar closes, the 1 minute bar closes, it's final. It will never, ever change again. So this is the exact chart you saw at this time of the day. No switching signals, no repainting, none of that stuff. This is exactly, because you might say, well, if I look at it yesterday, maybe I wouldn't have seen that in real time. Oh, yeah, you would. It's the exact same chart, because we don't trade until the bar closes. And if you just told me that, if I just said the bar never changes once it closes, then that's what you saw at that exact minute of the day. So first trade of the day, or this trade here, winner, winner, winner. Okay, that's a great start. Comes right back down. It doesn't quite touch the blue dot, so I'm not going to count that, even though that was a winning trade because it went up right after that. I'm not going to count it. Here's a losing trade. I'm not here to fool anyone. I'm going to show the winners and the losers. We put the stop 2 points under, if you want to put it 1, I put it 2 points under the blue dot. This way, when we lose, we lost 5 points. Okay, it's going to be losing trades. That I can give you a written guarantee. There's no perfect 100% system in the world, nor is this. It's risk in trading. It's not for everybody. But if it is something that you do. Well, compare your normal our Abletrend charts to your normal trading. See the results. What worked better that day? I know what the answer is, but you see what you think. I don't care what system, what method. You continue to use that during your 1 month trial and use Abletrend. See what worked better. Hits the blue arrow right here. This is a textbook case right here. Hits the blue arrow, closes above it right there. We're in at the open of the next bar. 10 seconds later, another $100. Wow, this is fun. Okay, hits the red dot there, closes below. It gets 5 points, another winner. Now, what about these? These are losers. No, we didn't take them. They closed above the red dot. Remember, red down, blue up. That's all it is. Please keep it simple. Now, if you want, this is an optional trade also. When you get the big blue dot, of course a blue bar, and you also have the arrows, meaning you get the 1 minute and the 3 minute triple confirmation, that's more of a trend trade. However, you can still use that also for your scalp. And again, 1 minute later, winner, another $100. Losing trade here. Hits the blue dot, closes above it. 1 minute later, closed under. We have our stop 2 points under the blue dot. We lost 3 points on that trade right there. These bars all closed under it. This one closed above it. We lost on that trade too. Closed under the blue dot. So, definitely ahead of the game, but we did incur more losses than normal today. But that's okay, because I want to show that. I was glad because I wanted to show that. I was actually glad that happened because I want to show this to you. You got to keep your expectations realistic. There's going to be losing trades. Now, if you have the patience, and here's the key word, the discipline to follow this, to trade the signals and not your emotions, because I know if I trade mine or anybody trades theirs, guaranteed way to just burn your money, throw it out the window, better yet, take the family out for a vacation or something, because you will lose if you trade on emotion. Nobody can win on that. Here's again, there's that triple confirmation. There's the red dot, the big red dot, the red bar, got the red arrow above. Hey, well, how'd we do on this one? Another $100 winner. Just bang it out, hundreds all day long. Now, if the bars are red, stay in the trade. And if you trade multiple lots, just take one off after the 5. One comes off after the 5 points. Lock in the 100. They can't take that away from you. If the bars are still red, stay in the trade, especially with that second lot. If the bars are green, you know what? Just pull out. Just don't risk it. Just take your 2 lots, take your 200 because you got 2 lots, and say thank you very much. There's going to be like 30 trades every day. I'll wait for the next one. Who cares? There's a train leaving the station 30 times a day. No big deal. You miss a couple. You got to walk away from the computer. You're busy working for a couple hours. Who cares? You come back to it later. Great. Wow. You can trade this anytime you want, but during market hours only, 9:30 to 4 o'clock on Eastern time. So 9:30 to 4 o'clock, no matter where you are in the world, it's got to be, during market hours only. So it's not for pre-market, overnight, or anything like that. If the bars are still red, stay in the trade. As it turns out, on this trade here, you make 20 points. That's $400 in 5 minutes. It's right on the chart. Abletrain gave it to me, you, and anybody who trades the chart. Keep it simple. Okay, hits the red dot here, closes above it, no trade. Hits the red dot, closes under it, went up, went against us. Then it went down, 5 points, winner, another 100. It's crazy. I mean, I got people telling me they've never seen anything like it. Trading for years, big time traders said, never seen anything like it. And that's all it is. They close under the blue dot, so obviously no trade. Hits the red arrow, closes under it. 1 minute later, another 5 points. And that's $100 per one contract. Trade 10 lots, 100 lots. I don't tell anybody what to do. Never tell anybody what to do with their money. We're just suggesting how to scalp the market with our software. Now, a couple of nice winning trades in here. Hits the blue dot, popped up 5 points. 2 minutes later, right there, got out. Beautiful, got a winner. However, got a loser right here. Hey, actually wasn't that one. Actually, it wasn't that one. No, because this bar does not touch the blue dot. I was going to say that's a losing trade because then the next minute it went under the blue dot. But no, never hit the blue dot, so actually never got in. Yeah, hits the blue dot, closes above it. 2 minutes later, 5 points, winner. This does not close the next bar that hits the blue dot is right there, closes way under it. In fact, that's a buy signal. Hits the blue arrow, lost on that trade. Once it goes under the blue arrow, we're out. So we lost 5 points on that trade. That's a valid trade. Lost it. Again, hits the blue arrow again right here. That's a winner. See, hits the blue arrow, closes above it. 1 minute later, 5 points. Actually, 5 points ended right there. Winner. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. Well, it's only fun when you win. Now, there's actually winners in here, but I'm not going to count that. Why? Because they're too tight. You got strong support underneath it right here, the blue arrows, which which blocks the price from going lower. You got strong resistance there, the red dots. There's no room in between for us to get our 5 points. It's got to have at least a 10-point cushion if you have red and blue, right next to each other. You got to have some room for the trade to move. There's no room there, so. And then you get the picture. I mean, it's the same thing. I can just go through this all day long. Winner right here, hits the red dot, bounces off of it, goes down, winner. Hits the red dot here, bounces off of it, goes down, winner, just all day long. Now, again, I'm going to be losing trades. I pointed those out, so I want to be real careful about what I say. I'm not here to mislead anybody. I would hate for somebody to do that to me. Hits the blue dot, 1 minute later it goes up, winner. Hits the blue arrow, 1 minute later it goes up, another 100, another winner. Hits the red arrow, hits the red dot, doesn't go down, goes up. Lost 2 points on that. Now, let's call it 5 points. I like to stretch the losses. It's only about 2 points. Let's call that 5. I'm actually making the losses worse because they're losing trades. I want to be fair about it. So you get the picture. Toward the end of the day, it was really choppy. We love when it's choppy. The scalp chart works great when it's choppy. Hits the red arrow, bounces off a red dot, bounces off and it goes down. Another $100 winner. Hits the blue arrow, goes up, another $100 winner. Hits the red dot, goes down, another $100 winner all day long. The scalp chart, it's a thing of beauty. It's not always going to be this way. There'll be losing days. We haven't had many, but I like to, I like to underpromise. I don't like to exaggerate and do the opposite of what everybody else does and brags and exaggerate. I'd rather do the opposite. I'll underpromise. So this one, when you do it yourself, it's like, wow, I made even more than I thought. An over-deliver. Yeah, it's the red arrow, goes down, winner. Hits the blue dot a couple of times in here and closes above the blue dot. Every one of them went up, winner. You get the picture from here. So that's how we use it. Good stuff. I think you're going to like what you see. Again, compared to your normal trading, see what worked better. If your system works better, well, the heck with Ablesys. Haven't found that yet, but I'm sure it could get definitely a possibility. Anything can happen. All right, Thomas, can you swing using the daily in 60? You can, but that's not what I recommend. I recommend the 130 daily. It goes evenly 3 times into the day. There's 390 minutes in a trading day. We don't just pick numbers. I mean, we think this out before we do this. And 130 minutes, into 390, which is how many trading minutes in a day, is exactly 3. We like a 3-to-1 ratio. So we like a 130 daily. It's been fantastic for years. Not gonna change it. But you can use anything you like. Yes, sir. More color, stay away. Yes. Okay. Showed an example of the futures market here, the NASDAQ. Michael Z. Ali. Great job today, Ali. Thank you. Good job, my friend. Thomas, do you get real-time stream for using TradeStation? You're using our indicators inside of TradeStation, Thomas. So you're already getting the data inside of TradeStation. But I will say the TradeStation version is not quite exactly the same. It's close, but it's not the same. I much prefer this version. It's going to be close, but the algorithms and the signals are slightly different in TradeStation. It's a different platform. But you're already getting the data inside of TradeStation. You would get our TradeStation version, and you would add our indicators to your chart. That's all it is. Same way you add a moving average or something, to your charts in TradeStation, you would simply add our algorithms, and then you would get these colors and dots. Ashok says, for triple confirmation trade, where do you put your stop loss to trade where the big red dot shows up? We just put it 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar for a long trade, or if it's short trade, red bar, red dot, we put it 1 point above the top of the red bar. Mike Z, Qs are similar to NQ, but not the same. No, not the same. And this will work fine for ES or any market you like to trade. We like the NQ because there's more movement. So, you hit that 5 points a lot quicker. And you just, bang out $100 all day long. Ninja Trader is the same thing. Yes, Ninja Trader is the same as this. Yes. And you would get our indicators inside of Ninja. So you would simply order our Ninja add-on, at our website for the 30-day trial. Yes, sir. Ninja add-on. So good stuff. Glad I was able to help. Hope this was helpful for you, and maybe clear some things up if you hadn't seen it before or just needed some help on it. Real good stuff. For swing trades, no, Thomas, we don't trade NQ or ES. Oh my, that's a lot of risk. Wow. No, not that wouldn't. I don't know anybody who does that. And we've got 25,000 clients. I don't know one person that does that. I'm sure maybe you can, but no. Swing trades would strictly be for, futures are just for day trading. It's just too much risk for us to suggest swing trading futures. I mean, if you lose, you could lose a lot of money. You can win a lot of money, but if you lose, you can lose a lot. So we always err on the conservative, low risk side. For swing trades, we would prefer stocks or ETFs. There's a lot of risk in swing trading futures. Thank you, Ali. You're a good guy, and I'm glad to have you aboard, sir. Okay, thanks everyone for being here. So I hope you found this helpful, and anything I can do for you. It's so much easier for me to talk versus speak through a through a webinar like this with 40 or 50 people in the room. Feel free to call me anytime if I'm on the line, because I'm on the line with clients all day long. We go nonstop here. It's an extremely busy place. We do a lot of business, but we're here to help. It's most important if you're on a 30-day trial to do the one-on-one trading session. I'll gladly do that for you. I offer that to everybody who's on a 1-month trial, to do a 15-minute real-time trading session. And then before the trial ends, we actually give a little discount, got a little discount going on for you now, because the two choices only to do a 1 year or the best value, which most people do, is the lifetime license. After your 30-day trial ends, it's either a 1 year or a lifetime licensing. Of course, the lifetime is a better value, but we'll do whatever you say. Again, only counts what you think. So all the info's on the website. Just click on price. Go to Ablesys.com. Click on price. The 1-month trial. It's only $108. We made that in one minute, one trade in 1 minute today, and you'd have to suffer for 30 days. So that's. I think you'll find that helpful. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. Hope I was helpful, and have a good night and stay safe.